Hello everybody, I'm the Mr. C and this is my One Wheel Crisis.
My God, it's full of stars.
Today we'll be bombing my local golf course. Not the best, not the most beautiful, but when I want a quick ride after a long day, this is my go-to. It's not the prettiest and it's not the best, and if I'm forced to define it, it's like an ex-druggie named Trixie who likes to wander around town in full clown makeup. Harmless, but wait a minute, sidetrack, sorry. This is another one of those rides where there's no real history to speak of. I mean, it's a golf course. But I won't let that stop me. For example, you may know that golf was invented in Scotland in the 15th century. What you don't know is that no one really knows where it came from. I mean, some historians say that it was from a Roman game called Panganica. Others think it was from a Chinese game called Chuhuan, which literally translates into striking small ball. Also Kambuka from England and Shambu from France. The Persians had Chaukan and the Dutch had Cullah. And as a side note, the first written record of modern golf in 1457 is of King James II banning it. It was an unwelcome distraction from his learning of archery, although King James IV lifted the ban after he himself became a golfer.
I'ma tell you about a woman whose heart is sunshine, whose body burned hot. I'ma tell you about a woman who's cold as tundra, with some frozen eyes. I can tell by the way she moves that she cares, and it's lovely too. I'ma tell you about a story of a broken man, how it began, how it ends. What he didn't understand is all the love that he had in his hands. Yeah, woke up one morning and said, I can't get her out my head.
Scorecard. It looks like the Bells Island ride did okay. I mean, the average view duration was 734, and the average percentage view was 29.2%. The continuous segment is 953, which was shorter than previously. Although the video is better, it didn't follow the same progression the others did. It was actually 1/6 less better. I'm thankful for you all watching my videos and my 14 subscribers. I love you guys. Keep up the good work. Now, about the rest of yous.
What's sour and tasted bad, and the smell and the sound of her made his heart bound, broken bound. Is a spell. It's a form of mind control, and if you couldn't tell, he was transfixed amidst a mixed mist, and that never ends well. He was once in love with the lady, see, then color turned into calamity. Into calamity. Damn.
I was showing my son pictures of golf and golf balls, and he asked me a really good question. Why do golf balls have dimples? Well, when the Scottish first started playing golf, they were actually playing with bare balls, no dimples. They quickly learned that the longer they played with the balls, the further they went. They noticed that the scuffs on the ball's surface would create a low-level turbulence, and this turbulence allowed the air to travel more closely around the surface of the ball, greatly reducing the aerodynamic drag, allowing the ball to go almost twice the distance. And because of Bernoulli's principle, with the airflow speed increased over the ball, the pressure on the ball was decreased, while the lift was increased.
Break up, break down to the sound. 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 Yeah. To the sound of calamity.
An avid golfer goes to see a fortune teller to inquire if there are any golf courses in heaven. I have good news for you, sir, and I have bad news. Well, what's the good news first? The good news, sir, is that the courses in heaven are spectacular, without doubt better than anything you've ever seen on earth. Well, that's good, but what's the bad news? You have a tee time at 8:30 tomorrow morning. A caddy is helping a senior couple around the course. Failing yet again to get the ball into the air, the worst golfer of the pair exclaims, "I suppose you haven't seen any player worse than me?" And the caddy looks him straight in the eye and says, "There are plenties worse than you, sir, but they've all quit playing years ago." A funeral procession was driving by a golf course as a group was putting the 18th green. Upon seeing the hearse, one of the players stopped and put his hat over his heart as the procession passed by. "Well, that was a really nice gesture," one of his buddies said. "Hey, it's the least I could do. Sunday would have been our 35th wedding anniversary." This week's etymology dates back to the 4th century AD, when the minister St. Jerome noted in the letter to the Ephesians, "Noli equidentis inspiciere donati," which means never inspect the mouth of a given horse. Now, horses' teeth erupt or move out from the bone about 1/8 of an inch per year throughout the horse's lifetime to compensate for normal wear. And as they erupt outwards, they begin to change shape and project forward. So just by looking in a horse's mouth, you can determine their age and health. The more teeth they have, the older they are. So back when horses, not iPads, were given as gifts, it was considered very rude to look into the horse's mouth because it suggested that you were suspicious of their good nature.
You can't flow from the to the next verse. You're a manifest of the effect of a cause without a man, but you're not a lost cause, brother man. Now hear me out, sister lady. Keep hoping for the sun when it's being rainy. You have a special kind of responsibility, the ability to channel out of entity, tap into a sacred symmetry.
Well, that is it for this time. Thanks for spending the time and taking the ride. See you next time. If you'd like to see more of my One Wheel Crisis, remember the mantra: like, subscribe, notifications.